You ever watch a woman walk into a room and just stop everything? Not because she's the most conventionally attractive woman there, and not because she has the best outfit or the most expensive bag, but just because something about her makes you look and keep looking. I think most of us have been so focused on the wrong problem that we've completely missed the real one. And today I'm going to tell you exactly what that problem is, why nobody is selling you the solution, and what you can actually do about it starting right now. Hi, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Victoria, and this channel is for women who are serious about understanding themselves, presenting themselves well, and building a life that actually reflects who they are on the inside. Today's video is one I've been thinking about for a long time because it's kind of personal, and I think it's going to hit for a lot of you in a way that most beauty content doesn't. We are talking about why so many women who have access to every tutorial, every product, every resource, still don't feel beautiful. They still walk past a mirror and feel nothing, or worse, they feel bad. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not about your face. It's not about your body, and it's absolutely not about how much money you spend at Sephora. It's deeper than that. Stay with me. So here's what we've been taught, either directly or indirectly. Looking good is about products. It's about techniques. It's about having the right things, the right skincare, the right makeup, the right clothes. And if you just acquire enough of the right things, eventually you're going to feel beautiful. And I get it. That's a very logical conclusion. Because when you look at women who seem to have it all together aesthetically, they usually do have good products. And they usually do know how to do their hair, and they can pretty much put a good outfit together. So we go buy the products, we watch the tutorials, we invest in the wardrobe, and then we put it all on and we still feel off. We still feel like something's missing. We still feel like we're playing dress up in somebody else's life. And then we blame the products, or we blame the tutorial, or we go and find new ones. And then the cycle starts again. And the cycle keeps going because we're solving the wrong problem. And I spent years in this cycle. Years. And I want to save you some of that time. Here's what I actually believe. And this is the thing that changed everything for me. You do not have a beauty problem. You have a self-image problem. And those are not the same thing at all. Your self-image is the internal picture that you carry of yourself. It's the story that you tell yourself about who you are, what you look like, and what you deserve to look like. And here's the thing about that internal picture. It's running the show whether you know it or not. Think about it this way. Have you ever put on an outfit that looked genuinely good, like objectively good, and still felt uncomfortable in it? Like you were waiting for somebody to tell you that you didn't actually look as good as you thought? Have you ever gotten a compliment and immediately thought of a reason why that person was wrong or just being nice? That is your self-image overriding reality. Have you ever looked at a photo of yourself and picked it apart within like 3 seconds? That's not low self-esteem. That's a trained response. Because here's what most people don't understand about self-image. It's not just a feeling. It's a filter. Everything you see when you look in the mirror gets processed through that filter first. And if that filter is trained to find problems, it will find a problem every single time. No product is going to fix that. And no tutorial is going to fix that. You can be objectively beautiful and still feel ugly if your self-image hasn't caught up to your reality yet. And this is why I say nobody is selling you the solution, because the beauty industry profits from you believing the problem is external. If you believe the problem is your skin, what do? You buy skincare. If you believe the problem is your hair, you buy hair products. If you believe the problem is your wardrobe, now you want to go out and get a whole new wardrobe. The moment you realize the problem is internal, you stop being profitable to them. And I'm not saying those things don't matter. They do. I have a whole framework built around your physical appearance, and I teach it in depth, but none of it works the way it's supposed to work if the internal piece is broken. External upgrades on a broken internal foundation don't stick. Now, I want to say something, and I need you to actually hear it. There are women right now watching this video who have spent hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars trying to feel beautiful. Women who have every product, women who have followed every tutorial, women who know all the tips and tricks, and they still feel uncomfortable in a fitting room. They still avoid mirrors. They still cancel plans because they simply don't feel good enough to feel seen. And they think the answer is one more product, one more technique, or one more glow up era. It's not. You can have every resource in the world and still walk through life feeling invisible. And that is not a reflection of how you actually look. That's a reflection of what you actually believe about yourself. And I know that's a lot harder to hear than try this new foundation. I know it would be easier if I just gave you like a 5-step skincare routine and sent you on your way. But I would be doing you a complete disservice because I have been that woman. I have stood in front of a mirror, fully done, and still found a reason to feel like it wasn't enough. And the day things started to shift for me was not the day that I found the right product. It was the day that I started asking myself different questions. Not, how do I look better? But why don't I believe that I already look good? That's the real question. Remember, I asked you at the beginning of this video to think about that woman, the one who walks into a room and stops everything. Not necessarily the most conventionally beautiful woman out there, just the one that you can't stop looking at. I've thought about this a lot, and I've realized something. The women who have that quality, that thing, are almost never the ones over-obsessing about their appearance. They're not the ones who spent 3 hours getting ready and are still second-guessing everything. They're the ones who got dressed, decided they looked good, and walked out the door. Confidence is a decision before it's a feeling. That quality is not a physical attribute. You cannot buy it. You can't contour it on. It comes from a woman who has done the internal work to actually believe that she belongs in the room that she walked into. That is what you're building toward. Not just a better look, but a better relationship with how you look. So now that we've identified the real problem, let's talk about what you can actually do about it. Because I'm not going to just leave you with a concept and call it a video, okay? Here are 3 things that I want you to start doing. And I want to be honest with you. None of these things are dramatic, okay? None of them are going to feel life-changing after just one day. But these things do compound, and over time, they will completely shift the internal picture that you carry for yourself. The first thing is audit what you are consuming, girl. Your inputs are shaping your self-image. I cannot overstate how much the content you consume is affecting how you see yourself. Social media is an endless comparison machine, and most of us are using it unconsciously. You're scrolling, you're absorbing, and your brain is quietly filing away all of this information about what beautiful is supposed to look like and how far you are from it. Now, I'm not saying delete everything, but I am saying be intentional. Start paying attention to how you feel after you spend time on certain pages or with certain accounts. If you consistently feel worse about yourself, after consuming certain content, that content is not neutral. It is actively working against your self-image. Curate your inputs like you curate your skincare. What you feed your mind about beauty directly shapes what you believe about your own. Now, the second thing is to stop waiting to feel ready before you show up. You don't feel good and then get ready. You get ready and then you feel good. This one is practical and it sounds simple, and I promise you it is not as simple as it sounds. Most women operate in a cycle where they wait to feel motivated or feel good about themselves before they put in the effort to their appearance. But that's backwards. The effort comes first, and then the feeling follows. And there is actual research on this. The act of grooming yourself, putting on an outfit that you feel good in, doing your hair, all of that signals to your brain that you matter, that you are worth the effort. And your brain will start to build a new story about who you are based on the actions that you're taking. So you don't wait to feel like a woman who takes care of herself. You take care of yourself, and then you feel like that woman every single day, even on the days that you don't want to, especially on the days that you don't want to. Okay? Consistency builds the belief, not the other way around. The third thing is change how you talk to yourself in the mirror. I know how that sounds, but hear me out, okay? Most women have a ritual they don't even realize they have. They look in the mirror and they immediately start cataloging what's wrong. The skin, the hair, the bags under the eyes. And they do this so automatically and so fast that they don't even register it as a choice. It just feels like seeing the truth. But it's not the truth. It's a habit, and it's a habit that you can break. You've trained yourself to see the problems first, but you can retrain yourself. Okay? And I'm not asking you to look in the mirror and lie to yourself. I'm not asking you to say things that you don't believe. What I am asking you to do is to slow down, okay? Find one thing, just one thing that is working for you. One thing that looks really good. One thing that looks right. And acknowledge it out loud or in your head before you move on to critiquing. Do that every single day. It sounds small, but over time, it rewires that filter. And slowly, the mirror stops being a place where you go to find out what's wrong, and it starts being a place where you go to check in on someone you actually respect. The reason this matters beyond just feeling good when you look in the mirror is that your self-image affects everything. How you show up in a room, whether you introduce yourself or you wait to be introduced, whether you take the opportunity or let it pass you by because you didn't feel ready, or whether you post the content or keep it in your drafts because you weren't sure if you look good enough. Your self-image is deciding things for you that you don't even know about. Your appearance and how you feel about your appearance is connected to your confidence. And your confidence is connected to your actions. And your actions are connected to your entire life. This is not a small topic. It is a thread that runs through everything. And you deserve to pull that thread. You deserve to be the woman who walks into the room and stops everything. Not because you have the most expensive outfit or the most flawless skin, but because you decided that you belong there and you dressed like it and you walked like it and you talked like it and you believed it. That woman is available for you. She has always been available for you. She just needed you to stop looking for her in a Sephora bag. She's been there the whole time. Okay, that's what I've got for you today, and I meant every word of it. If this video hit for you, I want you to do two things. First, leave a comment and tell me where you are in this journey. Are you someone who has all the products and still doesn't feel it? Are you someone who's just starting to realize the internal work is the real work? I want to know. I read every comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. because this is exactly the kind of content that I make here. Not surface level tips, but real conversations about what it actually takes to become the woman you want to be, inside and out. If you're ready to go deeper on that internal work, I created something called the Know Herself Foundation Guide. It's the starting point I wish I had when I was trying to figure out who I actually was underneath all the noise. It's not a beauty guide, it's an identity guide. And for a lot of women, it's the piece that makes everything else finally click. The link is in the description. Again, thank you so much for watching, especially all the way through to the end. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.